Hey guys, so today I did a dragon shapeshifter drawing. I haven't done this in a while, so I kind of wanted to really do this. I honestly didn't know what to call him, but I am currently deciding on his name being Sage, and he's kind of like this ninja dragon. I did use a Naruto reference for this, and it was basically of I forgot his name. I think it's Kakashi, but I don't watch Naruto, so don't get me wrong. Like, it's not like characters that I necessarily know, but I thought the design was cool, so I decided to do that. Anyways, Sage is a dragon shapeshifter. His pigmentation is kind of off. He was kind of born with like a bad pigmentation. Well, not really bad, I would say, but just not proper. So most of him is dark skinned, which I really wanted to do more of in terms of drawings because honestly, I feel the most uncomfortable when it comes to drawing darker skinned characters because of my lack of skill. It's not because I don't want to, it's just more so my lack of skill for shading in different darker tones tends to be very bad. So I don't want to draw a character with darker skin and end up making it look horrible. So my number one fear is that. And when I was doing this, I was like, why not make it that he has like most of it is darker skin? And then because this marker was running out, I thought maybe give him two different skin tones. So I did one that was kind of lighter. So it's kind of in contrast for his whole body. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of play around and actually touch on doing darker skin tones since I've been doing a lot of characters that have lighter skin tones. It was pretty difficult, and for Sage, I decided I wanted him to have like the regular two horns that were kind of long for the dragons, but I didn't give him any wings. I ended up just giving him a super long tail. And for his ears, originally I drew it like the reference where it was like human ears, but then I switched it off to like pointy elf ears, which some dragon characters do have when you look at like animes and stuff in video games. So I kind of wanted to do that instead of regular human ears. So for his mask, it's supposed to be a bit creepier than this. I really wanted to like emphasize the sharp teeth that he has on the two ends, like the canine teeth, but unfortunately it ended up being not as scary as I wanted it to look. I'm not good at drawing scary faces. Regardless, though, that is just a face that's on his mask. His actual face isn't shown. He actually has a lot of battle scars on his face under his mask. You'll see like those two parts that are currently white that are sticking out of his mask. I color in later on, and they're just like these big scratches that he has on his face. Originally, I was gonna only give him one, but I decided to give him two because I was like, I don't know why. I just wanted to put more battle scars on him. So yeah. I only made like one horn and then one of his arms and then most of his tail, the lighter skin tone. But for most of his body, I actually made it that it was the darker skin tone because that was the main skin tone I kind of wanted to focus on more. I feel like I struggled the most with not the pose, but his hair this time. For some reason, when I drew the head shape in and then I was like trying to draw the hair later on, I realized I made the hair too low. Like, it didn't look like his head was completely round, so I had to go in and erase the hair and then actually redraw it like higher so that way it looks like he has like a full on head. Just the shape was off, so I was struggling the most with that. Which is kind of, I feel like, a little bit rare for me to do because normally I'm someone who's like, I draw the hair well with the head, and it's mainly like the body and the pose that I'm trying to focus on working on, and maybe the face, like the face shape. I did struggle with the face shape because I didn't draw in the bandana until later, and then I had to adjust how like the chin looked. So yeah. Here I am shading in his lighter part of his tail. I did like some sort of sleeve thing that was on his tail, so that's why you can see that it's white right now, and then I colored in later on. I don't want him to look like super scary when it comes to not having the mask though, so I want to say even though he's wearing a mask, I want to say his face isn't really the scary aesthetic. I'm still gonna go for like the pretty boy aesthetic when it comes to Sage. Um, so yeah. And for his hair, I decided to go with like this ashy type of platinum blonde color. I don't know, I just wasn't like, I was just gonna keep it like white completely, but then I shaded in much more gray than I needed to, and it started looking a bit more ashy, so I think it looks nice though. I like the grayness, how it kind of looks like smoke, and it kind of matches like the dragon effect. Also, I didn't color in the eyes right away, which is normally something I would do, but I actually didn't because I decided to go with eyes being white color, and to be honest, I didn't know what effect I was gonna go for them, so I saved them for like the very end, like when I'm outlining. I was going to color them in like a completely different color, but I decided maybe I will go with like an eye color that I normally don't use. The outfit I chose was a tank top. I kind of just wanted to work on purely drawing muscles. Um, I know most of my characters, like male characters, do have muscles, but this time I really just wanted to like practice them more and have them showing more. So that's why you see that I decided to go for like a tight fitting tank top, and then you can see like the abs and everything that I shaded in. I went for a dark green for his outfit, which I kind of forgot that the reference had when I was coloring it in. So the reference for the pose had the character, and then they also had green on them. But then for some reason, I decided to go and have green on my character, and I completely forgot. But I thought it looked nice with the skin tone, like having like dark colors together. So it was based on like me forgetting what the reference looked like after a while and just coloring in my own colors. It is nice though, because it's not like a super bright color. So in contrast with like his skin tone, it looks kind of more earthy. So for his headband, I decided to do like a more white. I just ended up shading it like this gray color. And his bandana too. I decided to keep it white. For his mask, I honestly was gonna do maybe like a black mask, but then I thought the face was dark enough, so I ended up keeping it white as well. So I guess his color tones for his clothing are white and green. So his mask actually has like these teeth and his tongue. I'm gonna say for this dragon shapeshifter, I did want Sage's mouth to kind of look like similar to what his mask looks like. I feel like I made the mistake of overly trying to color in the lips too much on like like the pink mask that he's wearing, because it honestly looks a bit too much here, like with the lips. And then I'm shading in his phone. Yes, the pose was of a character doing a, like, selfies with their phone, so I thought it would be nice to draw that in. I normally don't draw phones or, like, too many accessories, so this was, like, the rare time where I was like, I want to do an accessory that they're holding. The only other times that I've drawn, like, characters holding stuff would normally just be weapons, and that's it. So this was, like, one exception time where I was like, okay, I'm just gonna draw it with a phone. I ended up not really outlining the overall, like, hair too much, just because I colored in way too much gray than I originally wanted to. So the fact that I did that, I didn't really have to outlining too much of, like, the details for, like, the outer spikes. It was more so just, like, the inner spikes that I was, like, outlining to make them show up better. I really like the dragon ears. Those turned out really well. I don't know. I like drawing pointy ears when it comes to the dragons, but there's definitely different types of ears that I go for when it comes to them, like three different types. One is like the human ears, and then the elf ears, and then there's the one with like the frills, like the big fancy ones that kind of look like the frills that like Chinese dragons have and like water dragons have mainly. So it depends on like what look I'm going for. But like the elf ears are technically my favorite out of all of them to draw because they're super fun, and then you can make them either oversized, like really long and pointy, or you can make them shorter. And then I'm just outlining his bandana, all the details. At this point, when I shaded in the bandana, I kind of got confused on like where the lines were because I put in too much like gray everywhere at certain parts. So if it doesn't look like the sketch before, it's probably because I forgot where the lines were. But I try my best to like put in like as many lines for detail. And that's basically it for this drawing. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Check down in my description box below all my social medias. There you can go like and follow those. I will be posting Sage's process work there. I can't speak for some reason this entire video. But yeah, his process work will be there. And then I might draw some more dragon shapeshifters. I haven't really decided in terms of drawing videos what I'm doing, but eventually I'll get there with like ideas. I normally like find references and then I kind of try to figure out what characters I want to draw from there. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And that's basically it. Oh, I did a video on McDonald's Squishmallows, and I did think I got the rest of the collection, so you can rest assured I'll be doing a second part to that. Like, it's in my hauls playlist if you want to see, but McDonald's Squishmallows, I did collect them from work, and I purchased them, so I'll show you guys that in another video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!